Absolutely divine. Good morning and welcome to the show, Hayley. I'll give you that because we've got to talk. I'm going to give that because that one just sort of doesn't work. So why don't you hold that?
This one? Okay.
Ladies, that was exquisite. What a beautiful, beautiful voice. And just to hear the strings, the cello, the harp, it's just such a magic way to start a Monday.
Good, good.
I
enjoyed it.
Fascinated with this album. What a beautiful song and something that we're not used to hearing from Hayley Westenra. Tell me about the personal connection.
Yeah, well, for me, this is a very personal album. It was actually inspired by my nana, my grandmother, and she used to be a singer and she'd go around and entertain with my granddad, and so I wanted to record an album where I was singing songs that she passed on down to me, but at the same time I've written some of my own songs, and so there's a bit of old and new, and
how gorgeous.
I'm really thrilled with it.
The wonderful success you've enjoyed and worked very hard for. 11, busking on the streets of Christchurch. Tell me, what are your memories of that?
Well, I loved it. Initially, it was really hard breaking the silence and kind of setting up and getting strange looks from people walking past. But it really built up my confidence, and I really enjoyed just that challenge of building a crowd and keeping their attention.
How was that? You know, did you have the little, you know, the hat there with sort of throw a few dollars in there?
Well, yeah, initially I just had like the hat and I just sang, and then I earned enough money to buy myself a microphone and a mini amplifier, and so everyone would hear me. And then I put the money towards making a recording of my voice, which led to me getting a real contract. So, wow.
Yeah. And that's less than 10 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago.
It's quite scary actually how quickly time's
So what was the
by.
song? When you're on the streets and, you know, people are just passing by in the middle of shopping and everything, what was the song that they loved the most?
Well, I used to sing Pia from Andrea Bocelli's Requiem, and I also sang some Andrea Bocelli songs as well, and I actually ended up having the pleasure of recording with them and touring with them, actually here in Australia.
How wonderful.
Yeah, but you know, they really enjoyed those ones, the Italian songs and
But coming from,
pieces.
you know, such a beautiful voice, from such a little girl, aged 10, 11, 12, just what a magic experience. Now, you're spending most of your time on the road, literally in London, only a couple of weeks at home in New Zealand.
I know, well, actually, I'm kind of basically living out of my suitcases, but I'm looking to buy a place in London because that's, you know, where my record company's based, and
I know you do so much fabulous work over there. Did you really perform 3 times in 1 week for the Queen?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
What were the functions?
The Raw Variety Show, which was fantastic, and then there was the Remembrance Day concert and a private function. I remember on like the second occasion, she was sort of going past everyone, shaking their hands, and she's like, "Oh, didn't I see you earlier on last week?" And I was like, "Yes, yep, and you're seeing me again tomorrow." But yeah, I performed, the last function was a private function for President Bush. Oh, it was put on by President Bush, and it was for Tony Blair.
Did you get to meet him?
And I did, yeah.
What did he say?
What did he say? He said that my performance capped off the evening or something along those lines, and was very charming, of course, you know.
Wonderful. I mean, you have done some tremendous stuff, and I know spending so much time, do you see anything of Charlotte Church? Because, I mean, there was a wonderful star, and she's got her own television show there.
Yes, she does. I met her a few years ago. I haven't really seen her recently, but yeah, we did get compared quite frequently, you know.
You must have gotten sick of that, though.
Well, I think, fortunately, people kind of have moved on a little bit now. I'm older, and so I'm not...
But would you like to have a television show like Charlotte?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to stick to what I'm good at, you know, stick to the singing, and also it takes up so much time, you know, and, you know, I've got so much, there's so much more singing I want to do. There's so many countries I want to visit, and so I don't even have enough time just to do
And talking of, besides singing, you've been doing a lot of work as one of the youngest ambassadors ever for UNICEF, and your work in Ghana. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I went to Ghana a couple of years ago, and I've been working on this project raising money to provide bicycles for girls in Ghana. And these bicycles help them get an education. So I'm hoping to continue that work at the same time as working on some new projects. But I've had fantastic support from schools and cycling clubs, and my fans just getting that project rolling.
Well, it's wonderful that you're actually putting some time besides your professional career and the enjoyment that clearly you give everybody and yourself to some really good work. But I tell you, it is just beautiful to be in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. The songs are divine. Her voice is exquisite. The album's called Celtic Treasure. And ladies of the orchestra, we thank you. It's divine to hear the proper strings.
They were great.
They're
they're
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Thank you, Hayley.
Thank you very much, Kerri-Anne.
OK, we've got more coming up before 9.